Hello everybody, this is AG here, and welcome to the Michigan International Speedway. We are here to qualify for the 6th race of the season in the 2024 Turkey Hill Truck Series, the BC Rich Guitars 250, tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, right here on AG, the channel. And we're going to have ourselves a good race. Bristol, all around, from start to finish, except for Caleb's race. Caleb had a good race, because Stuart Cradden won that. All around was just, it wasn't the best race in the Truck Series, or in the Cup Series for that matter. I was in attendance for that, and that was probably the worst race I've ever been to. But we're going to have a much better race tomorrow here for the Truck Series. I'm sure we had a great race on Wednesday in the Lenovo Pro Series. And we're going to have another good one here in the Truck Series, and it's going to be fascinating to see, as I always say, see who gets the pole position. It's going to be even more fascinating than normal because this is a bit of an equalizing racetrack. Travis Crampton won the Cup race here about a month ago, and maybe one of his team drivers could possibly pull off the race victory as well. But they got to qualify well to start off, and here we go to qualify. Of course, top three advance on to the Fast Six. And then we go for the single car qualifications in the Fast Six to determine the pole. Everyone who doesn't qualify in this round will start on the inside lane from rows 4 to 18. You got Nathan Staple in there in the 61 looking very quick. She drove around Duncan Ward there on that lap, and that 61 is pulling away from the 18 right here. Now Duncan Ward won the Sprint Series when we were here back in August. But Caleb Rose is even faster, as he was kind of tagging along these guys. This is one of those racetracks where you absolutely want to get a pull of the guy in front of you, and especially with the conditions we have today, it is cloudy, and there's a lot of grip on this track, so the more of a draft that you have in front of the truck in front of you, the faster you are going to go, and that is exactly what Caleb Rose did right there in the 33 machine to pull up to the 18 of Duncan Ward. He's actually going to try to pass him right here. May not necessarily work out the best for his lap time. So making it into the Fast Six maybe a little bit easier, but then it's up to the speed in your truck on whether or not you get the pole. And Caleb Rose, Nathan Staple, and Duncan Ward, these three guys in a line helping each other out. The top three drivers. You got Blaine Keys back here, our last winner. He got the win at Bristol last Friday night. And he didn't lead every single lap in that race, but clearly had one of the best trucks and was able to pull away, just like Kyle Larson did. Wouldn't you know it? And there's Corey Case in the 59, who's got a bit of a pull here off the 13. He is now up to the 3rd position, and Nicholas Samadeo has gone to 2nd. So our top three are all from different packs right now, and they're all drivers who, well, especially in Caleb Rose and Samadeo's part, we would expect to qualify well here today. And there goes Nathan Staple and Duncan Ward, and those three guys in a line have massively helped each other out because they are now the three fastest drivers out there on the racetrack. Just realized I didn't turn on the scrolling ticker for you guys. I'm sorry about that. Well, now you got it there. Now you know where everyone's going. So Caleb Rose, Nathan Stapleton, and Duncan Ward. That's a huge one for Duncan in that 18. 2 top 10s in a row so far for Duncan Ward, trying to rebound a little bit from where he started off. Of course, granted, it has not been the best of starts to his Turkey Hill Truck Series campaign this season, but still early enough where you can rebound if you have a fast enough truck to work her way through the field. I think that's how Ladovic Charette is feeling. She's in the 2nd round, of course, but she is 20th in points now, making some gains in this championship, just waiting for her to get that first win of the season. Rogaldorn is now 4th, and now how about Corey Case again? That 59's very quick, knocking out Stapleton from the Fast 3 right there. So the OSC Racing truck looking really quick, but Joe Rutkowski, this is a driver who, oh my goodness, has not had a good season at all, especially in comparison to last year. This team, this driver, they were actually still in championship contention going into the finale at Homestead, I do believe. Of course, Joe Rutkowski is a past champion of the Truck Series, as before we had the ratings in play. But not at all what we expected out of Rutkowski this season and Millennium Motorsports. He currently sits 33rd in the points standings. But he is top 3 right now, looking to join Caleb Rose and Duncan Ward for that Fast 6. That is a huge deal for all three of those guys, because even Caleb is not having a good season, as Aaron Abel goes around in the 23. But unlike Corey LaJoie, he didn't flip over. This is a better designed truck. We actually, you know, we never would have... Oh, we got some contact here between Brian Webb and Bruno Diacomo. A little bit off the pace right there. Not a good start for Blaine Keys. I don't think he really got a pull off of anybody, and that's the key. Getting a good qualifying time here. Then again, he's right behind Rogel right here. And he's been behind him pretty much this whole time. And Rogel is fourth, or was fourth, but he's now fifth quickest. Blaine just simply does not have the speed in that truck right now. And Aaron Abel, currently the last of the drivers after he got spun around. He is going to start in the 35th position. And just as I said that, Blaine Keys just knocked out Joe Rutkowski. So there is the speed in the number one machine. And as to be expected from our points leader of Blaine Keys, who comes into this race with a 2-point lead on Thomas Troxel. It could be a very fascinating race tomorrow if those two are battling up front. And with Blaine Keys moving himself into that fast 3 right there, it's a good chance he could start from the pole tomorrow in this BC Rich Guitars 250 from Michigan. But how about Caleb Rose? Great effort out of that team to get the fastest time there at Broke Boys Garage. They need it. Duncan Ward will also be going for the pole, and so will Blaine Keys in the 1. Joe Rutkowski will start in 7th. Corey Case will start 9th. Rogel Dorn will start 11th. Nathan Staplin will start 13th. Emily DeBenedetti will start 15th. Nicholas Sambadia will start 17th. Brian Webb will start 19th. Bruno Diacomo will start 21st. Zachary Fitzwater will start 23rd. Edgar Beretta will start 25th. Andrew Miller will start 27th. Skep Silver will start 29th. Philip Torres will start 31st. Matthew Burnett will start 33rd. And Aaron Abel will start 35th. Let's go ahead and get on to Group B here from the Michigan International Speedway. And we are back here at Michigan for Group B. See how it all goes down with these drivers. So we'll join Caleb Rose, Duncan Ward, and Blaine Keys. Of course, Blaine Keys has yet to win a pole this season in the Truck Series, ironically, though he has been a part of the Fast Six quite a bit. He has a 5.2 average starting position, and that will only get better after today. As a matter of fact, he has the best average starting position of any driver, as well as the best average finishing position. And, you know, Blaine Keys is absolutely fired up after losing that Wall Cup Series championship to his current teammate here in the Truck Series, Ludovic Charette. So, we'll have to see how well he qualifies. But we're going to add 3 more drivers into that. Not any major groups right now, and that's what really helped out Caleb Rose and Duncan Ward there in that first group. We'll have to see if that speed ends up translating over to the racetrack in solo runs for them. Leonard Kochmer in the 39, first driver out there. Jack Haas in the 6, not really, well, I mean, Jack Haas is 6th in points. He's had a quiet season, only 1 top 10, only 1 top 5, but he's 6th in points here for Parker Davis Enterprises. Really haven't talked about him too much this season, but he has hung in there and has had a very solid run. And of course, Leonard Kochmer, 4th in points coming into this race. He and his teammate, Thomas Troxel, have done an excellent job this season, keeping Evans Ross Racing at the top of the owner's standings. There is Troxel in the 93. And he's got a bit of a pull right here off of Derek Hamill ahead of him. So we'll have to see if Troxel can, in fact, join Blaine Keys in that Fast 6 and have a shot at battling with them for that points lead. Of course, only going to be a third of the way through the season once we are done with tomorrow's race. But tomorrow's race, definitely one of the bigger races of the season. Of course, this race used to be at the Texas World Speedway. We moved it here to Michigan last year, and this is a very fun racetrack. The only 2-mile racetrack we run in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, and it is a longer race as well. 32 laps here in Michigan, 64 miles, so on the longer end of the lengths that we run in this series. And we got Leonard Kochmer in the 39 with the fastest time so far, and that is not even with a pull. I don't think he's close. He might be close enough there to Hubert. He might be getting a bit of a pull right there. But Jack Haas is 3rd, and then Andrew Williams is 2nd in the 11 machine. His teammate Caleb Rose is in the Fast 6 right now from his fastest run in Group A. But you can't keep those Velocitar trucks out, can you? How about Ludovic Charette in the 2? It has not been a good start to her season at all here in the Truck Series. Like I said, 20th in points. She did have a good run at Bristol, but kind of choked the win away there on the pit lane. And eventually gave way to her teammate Blaine Keys, getting the job done there. But now Ludovic is 2nd quickest as Leonard Kochmer goes back to the top, and it's Matthew Hubert in the 3rd position for that last transfer spot into the Fast 6. Ludovic has qualified well, though. 9.8 average starting position for Ludovic this season. I believe that is third best so far this year, only behind Blaine Keys and Eric Monaco. And Andrew Williams. There's some speed in the Brook Boys Garage Camp this weekend. No doubt about it. That 11 machine. And that, I don't even think that's getting a pull off of anybody either. That 11 is truly that fast right there. Yeah, maybe it's getting a bit of a pull now, but how about that for Andrew Williams? Of course, his brother is, he's not had a good season. He's 32nd in points, has not even gotten the top 10. His brother, Logan, is last in points, which is a huge surprise from that number 72. Triad Racing has struggled a lot this season in comparison to how well they ran last year. And not exactly what we were hoping to see out of Logan, but this racetrack, he was very strong in the Cup race here back in August. We'll have to see if that ends up translating for him there. I forgot again. I forgot the scrolling ticker again. I'm sorry, guys. It's been over a week, actually, since I've recorded anything. That's like the longest I have gone in a long time. And how about Christian Vargas all of a sudden? Moving up to second. Knocking Ludovic right out of the Fast Six right there. That was out of nowhere. Vargas is 30th in points coming into this race. And a lot of speed in an Angel Mafia Motorsports truck right there. He may have gotten a bit of a pull off of Bryce Egan and just whipped it right to second. So it's now Andrew Williams, Christian Vargas, and Leonard Kochmer, the three fastest drivers. Thomas Troxel is 9th in this round, which means he would start in the 18th position. And Ludovic is now 4th, which means she'll start in the 8th position on the outside lane for tomorrow's race, and does not look like she's going to improve her time right there. Very unique group of drivers that we got, and how about this? Vargas just got pushed out, and it's now Derek Hamill and Justin Zeidel who just moved themselves into the Fast Six. Andrew Williams keeps his time in second. And it's Vargas 4th, Kochmer 5th, and now Ludovic right all the way back in 6th. But how about Derek Hamill? How about these Grand Autosport drivers? Of course, Grand Autosport officially only has one win, but the affiliated teams and drivers have won the past 3 races with Sam Medeo, Igor Barreto, and then last week with Blaine Keys at Bristol. And they're going to have another opportunity again, as both Derek Hamill and Blaine Keys are in the Fast Six. Justin Zeidel is in the Fast Six, along with Andrew Williams, Caleb Rose, Duncan Ward, and Blaine Keys. Christian Vargas will start in the 8th position. Leonard Kochmer will start 10th. Ludovic Charette will start 12th. Roberto Crown Jr. will start 14th. Matthew Hubert will start 16th. Avery Alford will start 18th. Thomas Troxel will start 20th. LJ Semeta will start 22nd. Bryce Egan will start 24th. Jack Oz will start 26th. Eric Monaco will start 28th. Logan Williams will start 30th. Jesse Turner will start 32nd. Laura Chung will start 34th. And Skylar Taylor will start in the 36th and final position tomorrow for the BC Rich Guitars 250. Let's go ahead and get started with the Fast Six. And our first driver out will be Justin Zeidel in the number 88. And here we go for our first driver of the day in the Fast Six. It's Justin Zeidel in the 88. This is a home race for him. I know he'd love to get it done here if he could, and he's got a good shot at it. Getting himself in this Fast Six, and hopefully there's enough speed in that TP Motorsports truck. Of course, this team has been very strong in qualifying. Eric Monaco has the second best average starting position of the field coming into this race, and of course Justin has also made a Fast Six. He made the Fast Six at Atlanta. And once again, a great run for him here. Let's see what he can do. 192 across the line for him right here. These guys aren't going to really slow down too much into these corners. A very high grip racetrack here today with the cloud cover. Going to minimize there at 184. But Justin has struggled, unfortunately, in these rating series. He did get that one win at Road America in the Wawa Cup Series last year. But since it's kind of struggled a little bit and has bounced around over in the Cup Series. This is his first run in the Truck Series, however. And so far, at least in the qualifying, he's actually done fairly well with this team. Across the line for Justin Zeidel, he's going to set the mark at a 37.323. And our next driver in line is going to be our points leader, Blaine Keys, in the number 1. And here we go for our points leader, Blaine Keys in the number 1. Got the race win last week at Bristol. This is a totally different racetrack than Bristol, and track position does not mean near as much here as it does there. We'll see a lot of passing in tomorrow's race. And Blaine hopes to be the one making a lot of those passes if he does not get a good qualifying run here. And he hopes I'm completely wrong if he wins the pole, which is very likely. Looking for his first pole of the season. For his teammate Ludovic Shrek got the pole last week at Bristol. Blaine trying to get it done here at Michigan. Place he actually struggled a little bit at in the Cup Series back in August. Not as fast across the line as Justin right there. Justin was hitting about 194 going across the line the last time. Blaine not near as fast going across right there, and it looks like he's going, well, he's a little bit faster through the corner. Might give him the momentum down the backstretch right here to have a good opportunity. He is going to hit 200. 201 is the maximum going into the corner there for Blaine Keys. He's going to slow it down right here. 187, 186. Looking like a pretty good time. Even though it wasn't quite as fast at the start, he definitely carried his momentum across the racetrack there and across the line. He is going to go 37.288. That is better than Justin's time, but not by much. Only by about 5/100ths of a second. So we'll have to see if anyone ends up being faster than Blaine Keys in our next 4 drivers here in BC Rich Guitars 250 qualifying. Andrew Williams, his first Fast 6 of the season. Matter of fact, I think it's the first Fast 6 for either of the Broke Boys Garage drivers, and both of them have made this Fast 6 here today. And a great run for Andrew Williams there in qualifying, and he kind of did that on his own, so we'll see if there's a lot of speed in this truck in a solo run, looking to beat a 37.288 set by Blaine Keys. We'll have to see if Andrew Williams has that speed to maybe win himself a pole here in Michigan. Of course, carrying that momentum across the line is important. That goes to the whole lap right there. He's going to be about 191, 192. He's a bit faster across the line than Blaine Keys was. We'll have to see if he can carry that speed across. About 198 right there. Oh boy, there's definitely some speed in this machine. Going to hit 185 for just a second. He's going to carry that down the backstretch, and Blaine Keys hit 201 before he entered turn number 2. And Andrew's going to hold 201 for a bit longer. I feel like Andrew's going to have a faster time right here. Going to minimize there, 184, 183. As he comes back across here. 30th in points for Andrew Williams. He is not quite fast enough to beat Blaine Keys' time. 37.306. That's in between Keys and Zidell. Good enough for second at the moment. So just not quite enough there for Andrew Williams here at Michigan. And here is the number 18 of Duncan Ward. First Fast 6 of the season. Not only for Duncan Ward, but for the team that won the Drivers' Championship last year. And Ludovic Shrek was driving the 14 for Beacon Quantum Racing. And I know Kyler Sustry is not happy with the way this team has performed, but Duncan Ward has had a pretty good stretch the past couple of weeks. 2 top 10s in a row, looking for a third one. He won here in the Sprint Series at Michigan back in August, and now looking for a possible pole position here in Michigan in the Truck Series. Across the line, 192, so about the same speed that we've been seeing, but he is not quite as fast. 198. He carried some good speed there in the turn number 1. There's not going to be much of a margin between these drivers, but Duncan is going to be a bit slower than the rest of these guys, I feel like. Maybe just not quite enough in the truck in a single car run. However, a lot of speed there going in the turn number 3. We'll have to see if he can carry that. Oh, we really washed it up right there. And he will be the slowest so far. That was a big wash up there in turn number 4. So Duncan Ward going to go 4th. That is going to be a 37.576. But regardless of the fact, it'll still be a top 6 starting position for Duncan Ward in tomorrow's race, and that should definitely help him out in getting yet another top 10 finish here in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. And there's one other driver we'd expect to challenge Blaine Keys for that top position. Maybe at least one other truck we would expect to challenge that position, and that's Derek Campbell for the Grattan Auto Sport 51. Been a solid year for Derek Campbell so far. Of course, last season started off with the race win at Daytona. Has not won since that race in the Turkey Hill Truck Series, at least. He did get a win in the Body Armor Pro Series at Armory Digital earlier this year. But let's see what Derek can do here. Coming across the line. And he was 191 across the line, not quite as fast as some of the other drivers, and he's going to barely hit 197 going into the corner, but might be able to keep the momentum through the corner a little bit better. No. He washed it up right there, and Derek's also going to be a bit on the slower side here in this Fast 6. So it's either going to be Blaine Keys or Caleb Rose getting it done here for the pole in Michigan. And Derek barely hit 200, so not near as fast as what he would have liked. Did not wash it up the track that time, though, so he might be close to Justin's time here. We'll see if that ends up being the case. Across the line, 37,420. He hit the funny number. One more driver left. That's Caleb Rose in the 33. Will it be Rose or Keys winning the pole here in Michigan? And here he is, Caleb Rose, the right-hand man of the channel. Has not had much success as a driver on the channel, though. I believe he still only has one career win that came right here in the IndyCar Series a year ago in the Michigan 100 of 2023. However, this team has showed a lot of strength here in qualifying. Andrew Williams second quickest time, and Caleb Rose had the fastest time in the first group, looking to defeat Blaine Keys and win the pole for the BC Rich Guitars 250 here at Michigan. We'll see what he can do. Of course, Caleb has not had a good season. Up to this point, it's been a bit of a struggle. 192 across the line. He's definitely got some speed here. And he is going to hit 198 there. He's going to try to hold it. This is going to be close with Blaine's time. How well can he keep the low? He washed it. He washed it up, and that's going to seal it. We're going to see that. We're going to see that happen tomorrow. This guy's just washed it out of the groove. We've seen it happen here in qualifying. Derek Hamill, Duncan Ward all did it. These last three drivers, as a matter of fact, all ended up doing it right there. And Caleb just pushed a little too hard, trying to get that grip through the corner to get to Keys' time. Not going to be enough, so Blaine Keys will win the pole here in Michigan. Caleb Rose is going to start in the 5th position for the BC Rich Guitars 250. Still a great starting spot. Still going to have a great opportunity at the race win tomorrow. But it's Blaine Keys, our points leader, who will lead us to the green flag here in Michigan. Let's go ahead, debrief, and show you guys the starting lineup for the BC Rich Guitars 250. All right, there we have it. Blaine Keys has won the pole here at Michigan. That's his first pole of the season, and our points here is going to now have a 3-point lead going into tomorrow's race. For getting that pole position, a bonus point towards the championship for him. It's Blaine Keys and Andrew Williams in row 1, Justin Zeidel and Derek Hamill in row 2, Caleb Rose and Duncan Ward in row 3, and it's Joe Rakowski, Christian Vargas, Corey Case, Leonard Kochmer, Rogel Dorn, Ladovic Charette, Nathan Stapleton, Roberto Crown Jr., Emily DeBenedetti, and Matthew Hubert, Nicholas Samadio and Avery Alford, Brian Webb and Thomas Troxel, Bruno Diacomo and LJ Semedo, Zachary Fitzwater, Bryce Egan, Igor Barreto and Jack Haas, Andrew Miller and Eric Monaco, Skip Silver, Logan Williams, Philip Torres, Jesse Turner, Matthew Burnett, Laura Chung, Aaron Abel, Skylar Taylor. Tomorrow at noon Eastern Time, it's the BC Rich Guitars 250 here from Michigan. And we will see you guys in less than 18 hours. Less than 18 hours for the start of tomorrow's race. Thank you guys so much for watching once again. Congratulations to Blaine Keys for winning the pole, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for the 6th race of the season in the Turkey Hill Truck Series. I will see you guys later.